That's why, as I've said before, the SEC needs to do even more and use the full force of its regulatory powers across the entirety of the crypto market.
There's a war going on. A fierce battle against Bitcoin, against Ethereum, against crypto, versus being attacked by the current political establishment elite.
Opt out of inflation. He recommended this last spring. You can opt out of inflation if you invest your money in Bitcoin.
Insane. The Prime Minister of Canada, supposed to be representing the people, makes fun of you if you invest in Bitcoin. If you believe in the freedom that Bitcoin and crypto can provide, Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, is laughing at you.
Yeah, no. He stayed up late, watched all sorts of YouTube videos, and came to that conclusion. He said that himself. Buy Bitcoin, opt out of inflation. Well, any Canadian who actually listened to, maybe that's why those guys with the flags are so mad at me. Any Canadian who listened to him would have lost more than half their life savings since last March.
If you follow the cryptocurrency market regularly like we do, you understand the lack of good crypto regulation that Gary Gensler has provided as head of the SEC. He was one of the few meeting regularly with Sam Bankman-Fried, yet Gary did nothing. Gary saw nothing. Now watch as Elizabeth Warren gives her spin on the wonderful job Gensler has been doing with crypto and her encouragement that Gary Gensler needs to hit crypto harder.
As incoming SEC chair, Gary Gensler faced a critical task: put the genie back in the bottle and bring the crypto ecosystem into regulatory compliance after Trump's regulators had allowed it to explode. In less than 2 years under Gary's leadership, the SEC has made a good start. The SEC has helped to keep crypto volatility out of the banking system by holding banks and other public companies responsible for the risks of custodying crypto assets. The Commission has worked to protect investors from crypto products, especially prone to fraud and market manipulation, by preventing Bitcoin exchange-traded funds from hitting the market. The Commission has also taken legal action to halt the offering of dangerous and unregulated crypto lending products from platforms like BlockFi. The SEC has brought enforcement actions against celebrity crypto promoters for not disclosing their compensation to the public. It has gone after the employees at exchanges like Coinbase for insider trading. It has charged crypto crooks for defrauding ordinary investors out of millions of dollars. And most importantly, it appears that the Commission is still ramping up. That's why the industry is scared of a strong SEC.
Cryptocurrency is going to be so big. These people realize this. These people realize that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, crypto gives the power back to the people. So these people will lose power or their donors will lose power. Now I honestly can't blame any normies who are confused by the FTX debacle, who maybe think Ethereum is a scam after hearing about how it's deflationary that also yields 7%. No large cap asset has ever had such properties. Ethereum is an alien asset and it's so good that traditional investors are in disbelief. ETH is criminally undervalued. The fact is, this gloom and doom that we're hearing about Bitcoin and crypto so much is par for the course when it comes to where we are in the market cycles. Near the lows of the bear market, pretty popular to talk about the fear, the uncertainty and doubt. Yet people don't realize the golden cross is approaching a trend. Change is coming. This has historically been very bullish. Ethereum. Pay attention to Ethereum this evening. It's been underperforming for the last week, looks ready for a breakout. And it's pretty interesting once these people get out of power, have more freedom to really say what they feel. For instance, Alan Greenspan, who's the former Federal Reserve Chair now that he is no longer the Federal Reserve Chair, seems to think Bitcoin is pretty okay, maybe even bullish.
The value of Bitcoins can never be negative. And so there's only one thing it could be. It's either zero or plus. And the way human beings estimate value, you're going to get a number of people always consider it a plus, and the mathematics are correct, are doing reasonably well.
Does Elizabeth Warren not realize that state senators are now pushing bills to make Bitcoin legal tender? Do they not realize the progress that not only Bitcoin, but some of the most promising altcoins have been making for years, particularly in this bear market. Polygon Update 2022 Wrap Up. Some analytics are in active wallets hit a new all-time high 11 million plus. Total active wallets 206 million plus 58% up from 2021. Range of monthly transactions 80 million plus. Unique active wallets up. Successful direct contract creations up. Successful direct contract creators up. Network revenue up. In fact, Polygon Moddage holders are excited because there's so many promising features coming up with Polygon. Polygon soars ahead of its ZK EVM network upgrade coming. Investors are pouring into Moddage ahead of a new update that could improve Polygon's ability to scale and integrate with Ethereum. So the original innovation for Polygon back in the day was plasma chains. Well, now what Polygon Moddage users have to look forward to several different rollup solutions, including both optimistic and zero-knowledge varieties. Something that I'm excited about is what's happening with Aave. Aave set to launch version 3 of its crypto lending protocol on Ethereum. DeFi lending platform Aave is set to launch version 3 of its protocol on Ethereum after a successful DAO vote. Aave v3 on Ethereum will be launched with support for 7 assets, initially wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped Ether, wrapped staked Ether, stablecoin Link, and of course Aave. Now Aave v3 launching on Ethereum expands the DeFi protocol's multi-chain approach, and this is why it excites me. The third iteration of Aave's lending app signaled the project's intention to deploy its protocol on multiple networks. Aave v3 on Avalanche, Optimism, Polygon, Phantom, Harmony, and Arbitrum. Very exciting. Chiliz as a social token blockchain. Very exciting. Chiliz Chain 2.0 is on its way. What can we expect? These changes include memorabilia certification, a new NFT standard, a new DEX, and staking, among other changes as well. But what do these changes mean for the token, and how will they affect investors and the token's value? Well, the availability of a DEX and staking might be the biggest news of all. This is because such developments have the potential to encourage long-term hodling. Such an outcome might also prop up Chiliz's demand. The network itself will benefit from more utility, a move that might also support favorable investor sentiment. So these politicians, these elites, they don't realize that so much development is going on that is independent of the short-term token valuation. Or maybe they do realize this, and they really just want to feign confusion to confuse the general public. Cardano news. Cardano-based exchanges are confirming the DEGET listing ahead of this stable coin launch. Decentralized exchanges MinSwap and MuesliSwap, both based on the Cardano blockchain, have announced their support for the upcoming DJADE stablecoin and its accompanying governance token, Shen. The stablecoin, which is planned to go live on the Cardano network next week, will be offered as part of the liquidity pools on exchanges. Once launched, Cardano users will be able to take ADA, the native cryptocurrency of Cardano, and use it as collateral to mint the stablecoin. The stablecoin will be over-collateralized, meaning that it is backed by excess collateral in the form of cryptocurrency held in reserve. This is similar to DAI in Ethereum's ecosystem. Yet Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, still does not appreciate how Cardano is talked about. He doesn't think Cardano is taken as seriously as Ethereum. Sometimes high school never ends. What do you think? Is this a valid comment from Charles based on this CoinDesk interaction?
Is this a centralized project? I mean, considering that it went down and nobody knows why it went down, but it kind of went down and like it was a big drama and like, but then it self-healed. Like, what does that even, like, what does that mean? Like, I can't nature self-heal, but block, like, please explain this to me.
Thank you for your question, Wendy. I will not be answering it directly at this time. I just want to talk about how Charles Hoskinson said that he could buy CoinDesk if he wanted to at $200 million because he's rich. Emphasis on the if he wanted to. So that's the subtext of all that. It's simply amazing. So anyway, hey, Cardano, it's doing its thing. It lives on. It has a big figurehead and a big community of people who care about it. What are the technical underpinnings of this network? Unclear to me, but obviously it continues on and looks to support dApps into the future. So yeah, good thing. It's self-healed. It's back online. Fantastic. I just want to talk about Charles and that video that he made that made a couple headlines in Bloomberg and other outlets who just ate that right up.
Personally, the catalyst that I'm waiting for to really start this next bull market is this. Elon Musk reaffirms his offer to McDonald's to eat a Happy Meal on TV if McDonald's accepts Dogecoin. What do you think about this? Subscribe to the channel. My name is Alexander Dimension. See you tomorrow.